I was so scared of inversions, but today if you tell me do a headstand, I would do it.
No wall, okay? No support.
Yeah,
Kanisha, no support, okay?
No, she doesn't need
Don't,
it. So.
doesn't seem like she needed it. Okay, straight. Thank goodness for friends who see us through bad times and good times. And for some of us, thank goodness for movement that makes the difference between us being well and not being well. And thank goodness for friends with whom we get to do that movement. This is Blissclub. We're all about women who move, and sometimes these women move us. Today, we're with Kanisha and we're with Priyanka.
Hi, I'm Kanisha. I've been in Bangalore all my life, so that's a little over 41 years now. I'm a diversity, equity and inclusions consultant. Outside of work, I'm a mother to 2 teenagers. And and I have a 3rd child who has a fuzzy, fluffy tail and walks on his 4s.
So hi, I'm Priyanka. I am a tech writer. So we met each other via a mutual friend. We have similar likes and dislikes with respect to food, with respect to what we like as a vacation or what we think as a downtime.
And did you guys decide to come color-coded today
No.
also? Just because you're friends, you decided to match
No,
also.
that's purely coincidental, actually.
Okay, got it.
I think sometimes it matches, see, wavelength.
Wavelength, brainwave matching. Got it. Okay. And Kanisha, have you always been an active person as a child, and has that changed a lot through the years?
Active as a child? Clearly not. I mean, if you ask my mom that and my dad that, they'd definitely say no. For me, back in 2014, I was diagnosed with a very rare form of cancer. And having fought that and really survived was a new lease of life, a new chance at life, really. So I said, heck, if I can beat cancer, I can't be dying of diabetes. And I said, enough of playing around. It's no rocket science, it's just about making some basic changes in your lifestyle. It's not about being size 0 or having that lean, mean figure. It's about being independent, not having to depend on medication. At least for me, my definition of fitness is to be free of medication, just start moving, do things that bring joy to you and started working out, and I realized, good Lord, it isn't as terrible as it sounds like, because it can be actually fun, and I've learned to love going to the gym.
So I've had a very bad relationship with, I'd say fitness, but not with body. I have this habit of putting on and then losing, and then putting on and then losing. I would always think, media gave this nice of Katrina Kaif bodies and 0 and size 0 and all of that. I can be a size 0 and not be able to walk 10 kilometers, whereas someone who is 3 times of me may be able to do that, and that is fitness. When I'm at 60, I should be able to walk, not have someone, help me do those things.
So on this, Priyanka, when we had a chat, I think like 20 minutes into the chat, I learned some shocking things about you, right? So tell me what your life is really like. You didn't tell us in your introduction. So what is your life really like?
So I wake up at around 5, have coffee, take my dog for a walk for an hour, come back, rush to the gym, which is a good 40 minutes of workout. And then when I had a job, so currently I'm out of job, I got laid off. So when I had a job, so do 9 to 6, 7, whatever demanded of it. And then I would go again to the gym to do like at least 2-3 classes. So in a day, I do at least 3 classes. I've been laid off before, and at that time, I didn't have anything. So I would be confined to those 4 walls. And how long can someone watch TV? I mean, you really can't. And I would just stare into white walls for a very long time. I'd forget to switch on lights. I'd forget to do anything around the house, right? And you get to a point where you don't realize you're getting depressive, but not in the state that you want to be. But this time around, I think fitness has helped, because I know I've booked a class and I go out, I start meeting people. So that has changed my mental space. 3 times a day is not because my body at one point, it's not the physical requirement anymore. I think it's the mental peace that I get when I go there. So I used to do yoga at one time as full-fledged class. So I remember inversions, that is your headstands or any other thing, right? I used to be so petrified because I never knew I'd fall and I didn't know how to fall. So that's when I realized it's not your physical body, it's your mind that plays with you, right? Instagram is sometimes just fad, or it's not that you can't lift 20 kgs. You can if you put your mind. And it's not day one that you're going to lift 20 kgs. You work yourself to it. That's something I've learned through yoga, that I was so scared of inversions, but today if you tell me do a headstand, I would do it.
So will you do a headstand?
Sure.
Like, how good is your headstand?
You can tell me after you see.
Let's see it.
We're going.
No wall, okay? No support.
Yeah, of
Kanisha,
course.
no support, okay?
No support.
Okay.
I don't need.
So far, doesn't seem like she needed it. Okay, straight. Whoa, that's pretty straight. How has that diabetes diagnosis changed things for you in terms of how you're approaching movement, your life, your priorities?
When the cancer hit, I was like, good Lord, okay, this means like we're 1 foot in the grave already, right? And when the doctor said, congratulations, there's no evidence of it anymore, you're free of cancer, you've got a second chance at life. That's when it hit me saying, come on, we've fought something as crazy as cancer. You've got a second chance at life. Are you going to spend the rest of your life on medicines and, deprive yourself of basic health? September last year, on my birthday, I sat at the hospital waiting to see, my diabetologist. And he said, ma'am, your readings are absurdly high. Why have you been taking things so lightly? I said, it is what it is. He said, but we've got to start you on insulin. I said, no, not doing that, sorry. Because once you get on that damn click, it's never going to go off. But to the gym, it can't be that bad, right? That's when I said, okay, let's try it. Let's give it one more try.
So let me ask you this. As friends, how does this relationship help or involve itself in your respective lives when it comes to movement?
Despite she's not a very active person, the thing is the amount of strength that she has as a person and the amount of willpower it takes for someone to beat not only cancer and have a positive attitude to beating diabetes and say, I'm going to kick it. And you know what? I'm going to be better. That is inspirational.
So, Kanisha, do you ever have to encourage Priyanka to be active and go to the gym? I'm guessing that's not a conversation you have to have, but do you ever have to tell her anything?
No.
No?
The conversation I have with her is when I need to draw that inspiration to at least get to the gym every day. Because 3 times versus 1, who's going to try and fight that or challenge that? Like the other day, I sent her a picture. I was finally able to get to 57 kgs of deadlift. And I was like, I can do that. Woo-hoo. It may seem very little. There may be others who can do way more than that. But this cheering squad is always ready. One picture and they're like, you go girl, you can do this. This is so cool. This is so awesome. And that's all you need.
Got it. Okay. So I have some very, very heavy weights. It's really heavy. Okay. It's like 58 kgs, more than what you guys are used to. Yeah. So Kanisha, you see that giant weight over there, that really heavy one? Can you just pick that up? Because there's something underneath that. And I want you to ask Priyanka and you that question.
Oh, that's
Wow.
Is it heavy?
Very
Take it easy.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Okay.
What's the movement you want to do but haven't?
That's a tough one. Handstands. I just can't stay in a handstand. I can do a headstand. I can do a forearm stand, which I will fall because I haven't tried too much. But one thing I've been dying to do is a handstand.
Got it. Okay. And Kanisha, what about you? Is there a movement that you want to do that you haven't done?
I keep telling them I'm like a whale in the ocean. I love to swim. That's the other form of.
You have a seat, yeah.
That's the other form of movement that I absolutely love, apart from gymming. At any point in time, if I found a pool, I'd be in there and never get out. So if there's any form that I'd love to try, it's learning the butterfly stroke, because butterfly is an intense form. It does require a lot of upper body strength, which is also one of the key reasons why I am currently focusing on strength training.
Okay, cool. So let me also do one more thing. So we have a lot of pockets on the clothes you're wearing, right?
Yes.
So Priyanka, I put some stuff in some of your pockets.
Yes.
Okay, there's in your top wear, bottom wear, you might be feeling it half. So why don't you ask Kanisha that question?
If your kids were here right now, how would they describe you?
If my kids were here and they were to tell you about me, they'd say that they're in awe of me for what I've been able to achieve. They've seen me at my worst. They've seen me hospitalized. They've seen me on tubes. They've seen me on IV. They've seen me with a catheter on. So they've seen the worst side of me. And today they see me the way I am, a lot fitter, a lot more healthier.
I think, Kanisha, in your pockets also there are some questions. So why don't you find...
What was that moment when you looked at your body and self and felt your best and confident?
I did at one time lose a lot of weight. I actually became a size 0. But then I looked really like a skeleton face-wise, right? And I don't think I want to be there. I want to have a healthy look. I just want to fit in my clothes, to be honest. But otherwise, that is the honest truth. But at the same time, I do want to be healthy. At 70, 80, I want to be able to do a headstand. At 70, 80, I want to be doing a handstand. I do. See Milind Soman for that matter. It's not age, and that's where I want to be. I don't want age to define me. I want to be able to do what I can do until the very last breath. And that's where I want to be.
Kanisha, Priyanka, thank you. Two stooges. Thank you to you and your friend on the WhatsApp group. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, thank you. Thanks, guys.
Every other day I used to move the wheel a little bit ahead, until the time I could literally pull myself forward.